Hello.
Hi Pranav, are you here?
Hi.
Yes, so am I audible?
Yes, yes,
So I just request you to please switch on your camera.
yep.
So, hello Pranav. I welcome you here to this interactive meeting with us. Let me introduce you to myself first. I am Shivangi Raj, an MBA student doing my MBA from ICFI Business School, Hyderabad, and currently interning with LWT Academy, which is a editor company which provides internships, pitching, and workshops to startup enthusiasts on an international level. And I'll introduce you to my team as well. We are a group of nine individuals, all women, and we all are interning with LWT Academy right now. And we are taking interviews of all the Shark Tank participants and knowing about their journey, how was it, and getting to know about how they prepare themselves for doing a startup and what are the strategies that they use and whatnot. So I'll start with the questions. So
Sure.
my first question for you is, what inspired you to create the healthy Bing, and why did you choose this industry, knowing that there are many competitors in this industry? Why did you choose this?
Absolutely. So the basic reason behind all this, the whole startup idea was based on convenient nutrition. So basically, what we normally have is if you go to a nutritionist, they will say you need to have certain things, certain um, food items, and you have to follow some certain ways to have those nutrition. So the basic idea here was to give convenient nutrition. Now, when I started, I came from Australia. I was there for 17 years in Australia. Coming back from Australia, basically, I've actually worked in an NGO for around 2 years. Over there, I realized that I work really close with the farmers, and around that time, I realized that millets is something wherein, that's a product which is neglected. The generation right now are not having that, mainly because of our busy lifestyles. It's not that easy to just prepare a millet roti, for example. So just to give us an interesting twist to that, that's why we created these snacks, which are, tasty and then also healthy as well. So that was the whole idea behind the Healthy Binge. Now coming to the actual competition and all those things, see, it uh, there's always going to be competition. It's not like any uh, startup or an idea has to have certain kind of competition around you. I mean, we compete with snacks, any product. It may be Lay's, Haldiram. In the healthy sections, there is a lot of competition. But then, if you believe in your product, that your product is good, it's always there is a space for us to enter and to move ahead as well. So that's the whole reason behind creating the Healthy Binge. And competition, it's a good thing to have competition.
Yeah, actually, I've also tried your product and it's really good. We have tried, like my friends also, we have tried different flavors of it,
Right,
and it
right.
feels very light and tasty as well. My brother also likes it a lot. He
Yeah,
always go for it rather than going for Lays and Kurkure. So it's very good for
yeah,
health
that's
also.
that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea here, is that try to the people who are on the fence, to try to get them to eat something healthy. So the price point, we kept also below the competition, what normally the competition charges for healthy snacks. The points are a little lower, and that's the whole reason behind that. So basically what happens is, um, कैसे होता है कि in India taste trumps everything. So if it's tasty, then it works. Otherwise, there is, healthy honga, that's fine. You'll eat it for once or twice, and then you probably will go back to the the comfort food, which is the normal snacks what we have. So that was the whole idea, to actually create something which is tasty and then also healthy.
Yeah, definitely they are. And my next question to you is, how do you market your business? Like, what are the different platforms that you use? What are the strategies that you are using?
So see again, because ours is a new product in FMCG, it's as you said, mentioned that competition is very high. So what we have to first do is actually be go with the easier route, which is the online route. So look for for us, Amazon was our the first focus, because Amazon is all over India. So anyone in India actually goes on Amazon, checks it, and buys things. So we focused on Amazon first to just build a brand. Mainly, the whole idea here is that if you see our snacks right now, they have been trending in the healthy snacks. We were number one for around almost, and best, Amazon choice for around since October 2021. And recently, after Shark Tank, we also were number one in groceries for a while. Now we're in the top three. So, what happens is, someone who's just typing healthy snacks, the first thing what you'll see is Amazon. They market it that way, that it's a e-commerce, on online. The first thing you'll see is the Amazon cart. And if you can come up on the Amazon cart on the top, that helps to build a brand. So that was the first focus. Then we have a lot of other e-commerce portals where we are present. Again, same thing. It's being present on a lot of these websites, so that anyone who goes on different e-commerce portals and types healthy snacks, they should see us. So that was the main idea behind going first online. And then offline, we are doing, but not to that extent. So we are present in 15 cities, but mainly we are focusing firstly on online, and then now we are now moving slowly towards offline, because at the end of the day, retail still is king. Uh, I mean, 3 to 4% of the whole population of India shops on online portals. Rest still are on retail. So again, because we are in the snacks category, for us, logistics is a very big challenge. So we try to focus on a certain geography and then work forward from there. So right now we are based in Pune, so we are focusing mainly retail wise on Pune, and then Mumbai, and then move forward to, like, say, Delhi or Bangalore, based on the target audience what we have seen.
Definitely. I think online platforms have really helped the startup to grow their business.
Right.
And yeah, and the next question that I have is, how was your experience on Shark Tank, like pitching your ideas to the shark, and what were the changes that came into your life after coming back from there?
So Shark Tank. So the first question mainly is that Shark Tank. I actually forgot the first question what he had asked me.
Yeah,
So
I just asked, how was your experience on
experience.
Shark Tank?
Yeah,
And
yeah. So the experience is quite good. It's something once in a lifetime experience to go on camera. A businessman or anyone, normally we don't really look for getting onto the TV or anything of that sort. So that was quite interesting, and very good experience. What what we got was 15 minutes of free advertisement. So that's what we look for. That is the main focus, is to have showcase your product as much as possible in those 15 minutes, because that's free. And then and after that, yes, there has been good results. I just mentioned about the Amazon, wherein we were number one for a while. We are still number three or four in the grocery section. our revenue increased by around 3-4x, and moving ahead as well. The brand is known a little bit more now, so that helps. So yeah.
That's yeah, that's really great. And what is your vision for the next 5 years?
That's a very interesting. 5 years or 10 years. It's you have to put set targets, but we generally, my belief or our team's belief is first have some short-term targets wherein we can reach certain milestones in the first 2 years, then the next 4 years, what we can do. So the vision right now is to get to a certain extent wherein at least we can hit that 100 CR revenue wise. That helps all the time, because once that is there, we achieve that, there is, then we can say ki our brand is being built on a larger scale. So that's the 5 years. 2 years is to first, we are still not break even, so the first year, the next year, we are focusing on getting ourselves profitable, and then move forward. I
Okay.
can't hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. So, when you were starting your business, did you ever faced any resistance from your family or friends?
Uh, Not really. I mean, see, when I came from Australia, the focus was that I will be doing something of my own. That's the whole one of the reasons I came back. Lucky for me that my wife, she's actually super specialized in veterinary ophthalmologist. So she's the only one in all of India. So that helps, to get bread on the table. Because with us, we don't really, I mean, initial 3-4 years, we really haven't really made any money of our own. So that always helped, and that's the support always we had. My partner, co-founder Karan, also his wife is also working. So we have been fortunate enough to have our partners, uh, supporting us. Resistance wise, see, always there are going to be resistance, and like what you just mentioned in the first instance was that snacks, that's always, it's a high competition thing. A lot of people said that to us. You should not be going for that, go do something a little different. um, but if you believe that your product is good, sometimes you just have to listen and then just leave it at that and focus.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, how did you find your first customer? Whether it was online or you sold your product for free for some time, and after that, went for some pricing and all.
Uh, Interestingly, yes, we launched online first, and on online, we just send it to our friends and family, ask them to buy it from Amazon, because I mean, we don't want to give anything free that easily to anyone. May that be family. So we tried that. Interestingly, when we launched our product, that was the time when the second COVID wave happened. So retail wise, Karan actually, he's the CMO of our company, so he was looking after the sales and marketing. And unfortunately, around that, when we launched here, he had COVID. I'm not a sales guy as such, but uh, product launch ho gaya tha. It was the manufacturing was done. So I went outside. I went to the market. I went to few retailers, got rejections till we actually got an order of 150 packets. That was our first win around that time. So small wins initially was always good. To get your morale up. So that's it.
Exactly. Determination is a lot required in startup, and I guess
Persistence, I would say determination and persistence. You have to persist because there are a lot of roadblocks which you'll get all the time. But yeah, just cannot be I mean, you need to be a little bit more persistent to just keep on working on it. So.
right. And being a startup, right? Did you ever face cash crunch in your company?
all the time. It's all the time.
So how do you manage it?
See, you have to somehow manage all this. So we haven't actually drawn salary for the past 2 years. We have booked the salary, but haven't drawn the salary. We try to give salaries to the other staffs on time, because you have to have a good morale in the business. So we always did that. You have to manage the creditors and debtors, all those things to get the cash flow in and cash flow out. Just manage all those things, and get money wherever possible from. We started with friends and family first. We had a round wherein one of our friend, he invested a big chunk into the business. Then over a period, once we had a product market fit, we were able to then go to the investors for more cash.
Okay, that's really great. And my last question is, what is the one piece of advice that you want to give to all the budding startup entrepreneurs who wants to start their own business?
See, I mean, there's this Shark Tank thing. One of the things which it has done is it has actually made it a little bit more glamorous. It's not at all glamorous. You have to really work hard. You have to be persistent and determined to keep pushing, because there is going to be so many roadblocks. But if you are determined to do these things, whatever the idea is, keep pushing yourself, because the first time you're not always going to get a good product, or any. For us it was product. We did around 1.5 years of R&D to get this particular shape, this particular taste, and all those things. We were very focused, and we wanted to give the best when we so a lot of focus was required for that.
Okay, that's really nice. So this was the end of the questions that I had,
Sure.
and there are some more questions from
Sure.
my teammates.
Yeah.
So the first question is from Vishal, and he
Mhm.
says, did the global exposure help you in your startup? Like, did you went for global exposure? And if yes, then how did it help you?
Global exposure in the sense going outside India.
Yes.
See, going outside India, it's we did try for export, and we are still looking at the export part. But India is such a big market right now still, and it's going to be one of the biggest markets very soon. So having too many these things focuses can hamper your vision. So right now our first focus is the Indian market. In side by side, if we get some export orders, obviously any revenue is good revenue. So our complete focus is not on the outside market, but yes, we have been in talks with quite a few. I mean, we have been talks with someone in UK, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, where the Indian population is, because that's where, and Dubai. So that's where we are talking with them, and Shark Tank always has helped, because again, as I said, I mean, the Indian population abroad they also watch Shark Tank. So yeah, so that helps.
So yeah, so basically you are targeting Indian market in
Absolutely.
global exposure as well.
Absolutely. See, because I mean, snacks is a category wherein it's even the taste differs in India as well. I mean, you go north, there's a different the palate is a little different to the south market. So you have to have certain products as per the requirement of the customer. So going abroad, specifically making something for the I mean, people abroad, it's not right now the focus, because it will hamper our current vision. So जो product है, we are just trying to if someone is willing to export that, we are happy to do that.
That's great. And the next question is from Suchitra.
Mhm.
It's how did your company develop such effective distribution skills?
Distribution, that's we learn every day. It's still because see, distribution for snacks industry, distribution is the main game. Uh, we are that actually have 30% of our costs are for distribution. It's not easy. We have been really focused on trying to give I mean, our products as soon as possible. Unfortunately, during Shark Tank, we didn't try. We were not able to fulfill that promise of getting the product quickly because the surge was quite a lot. So the learnings we had, we started working with what do you call those quick commerce websites, Zepto, Blinkit, and that helps. Nowadays customers want something within a day, or with Zepto it's 15 minutes. So trying to get closer to the customer as much as possible. But yeah, distribution in retail is a very different ball game. With retail, we are, as I said, we will have small wins within the geographical region, because that's much simpler to manage, and then move ahead. And then for that, you need a bigger distribution network for that. Logistics wise, that one of our main partners are the logistic partners. We are always on their back, trying to make them work as per our requirement. Mm, but yeah, it's always we still are learning. We are still learning with the distribution.
Yeah, I have seen a Shark Tank episode as well. So the distribution channel that you were telling was very commendable. So yeah, that was really nice. And the next question is from Ananya. She's asking, have you considered partnering with any healthy and wellness brand or influencers to help promote your snacks?
Uh, yes, we do try to partner with some of them. I think last Diwali we partnered with a drink called Shunya. So these kind of partnership, wherein it's a complementary product. We do try to partner with them. Currently, right now, we are in talks with few other brands as well, for the same. And similarly, so what was the other question?
She asked, have you ever considered partnering with
Influencer.
healthy,
Yeah.
yeah, influencers to help promote your
Yes
snacks?
and no. I mean, influencers is such a this thing wherein what happens generally with influencers is that you can see a search for a day or two, and then it goes back to the this thing. So it's unless we go to a bigger influencer, but then the cost of that is quite high. So we try to I mean, our marketing strategy is a little different. We try to go with the organic and paid marketing, but more towards the e-commerce platforms than the influencer market. However, said we are, I mean, we do look for influencers who are able to help us out. So, Karan looks after all of those bits. I mean, we have a broader strategy, and then Karan executes them.
Okay. And there was one more question from Ananya, like your hero product or an ingredient in the healthy being.
Hero product, we have two hero products. There's one which is the Indian masala moringa jowar. So that sells a lot. I think that's because it has a little bit of that Maggie ka taste as well, and Indian people love Maggie. So that was the whole idea behind that. And the second product is our cheese one, the amaranth cheese flavor. Again, no, we don't have to really think anything further. Cheese bola to India mein chalta hi hai. So these two are the main ones. But having said that, the others also do well. Raki, our ragi Cajun spice, that is our spiciest seasoning, and the spice lovers love that. There's few others like Chatpata Chaat, and we have recently launched baked namkeen as well. That's probably, I believe that that actually should really be our hero product within few months, because that's really good product.
Yeah, we'll definitely try that one also. And there's one more question from Ananya as well. Any negative feedback from any of your customers? If yes, how did you develop the product accordingly?
See, I mean, yes, there are always going to be feedbacks. I mean, the interesting part was that if you look at the back, there's a number, and that number is actually current's number. So it's we take the responsibility to get a feedback. You want that feedback. In terms of in terms of taste, na, it's something. It's more personal. So that feedback will just take it as just take it because sometimes people will love it, sometimes people will not like it based on their palate, based on their taste preferences. In terms of, like, say, suppose we have I mean, we had an issue about moisture in our product, wherein, it became a little soggy. So we had to go back and change certain things with the packaging and how our processes work for packaging. So all those feedbacks always help, and we do go take them seriously to make changes wherever required.
Yeah, that's really great. And there's one last question from Gayatri. She's saying, how does the shape of the snacks matter? And she's asking because I have heard the shape playing a role in Lay's story also. As you have said, you have got findings in R&D. What are the other findings of
So,
R&D?
so basically, there are two things. I mean, if you have, have you ever had jar balls, wherein they are the round shape ones? Now, the round shape one, what happens is when you have them, the bite is a little. I mean, if you bite it and you see inside, you find air pockets. So the bite is not complete. With our shape, what happens is it's a little thinner. So when you bite it, there is a crunch because inside the bubbles are very together. So that helps in getting that crunch, and that bite is full in the sense you actually, when you bite, you get the whole crunch, you get the whole excitement out of it. With the balls, that is the drawback. What I found, we still have jawar balls because people still prefer. Certain people still prefer jawar balls. So one of our seasoning, which is a salted caramel focus for kids, that is in that shape. Some, as I said, I mean, it's again the preference. So ours is a little denser product. With those jar balls, it's a little bit lighter because of the air pocket. So certain people do love lighter products. So I mean, the shape does matter. For me, I like the our shape because the whole that crunch and everything that completes the experience. So it's important.
Okay, that's really nice. We really learned a lot from you. This was the end of the questions that they
Great.
had.
Great.
And it was a really great session that we had with you. Thank you
Thank you.
so much for connecting with us and giving us a great experience of yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye bye.